Hey everyone. All right. Wow, the Twitch delay seems like it's gotten way better since the last time that I streamed. It's only like 3 to 4 seconds, which is crazy. Used to be like 30 to 40 seconds. All right. What's up, guys? Thought I would go ahead and start the stream up, just do a little bit of catching up, a little bit of updates, nothing really too crazy. I'm not gonna wander off like I usually do. Let me get rid of the text. I don't really have anything set up too. It's just going to be my voice, so get used to the icon. If you're watching the VOD, hopefully you skipped ahead past the little intro. So I just want to catch up with you guys because it's been a little bit since the last time that I streamed and since I did the whole Twitch thing. First of all, I'll just tell you guys that I definitely feel better than I did before, and I think that just not streaming 8 to 12 hours a day really helped because I just don't deal with stress very well. I don't know. It's just part of who I am. Stress is just bad. And especially for my mental health, the constant, just this urge to just feel like you have to constantly be doing better and better and better on Twitch is just, it drives you crazy. So I think it kind of just got to me. And what has it been now? Like, it's probably been like 3 months, maybe even more than that. Gosh, I don't even know. Time just goes by too quick. It might be even more than that at this point. It's definitely helped out. So thought I would go ahead and just tell you guys what I'm up to these days, what my plans are, a little bit of update. You guys can ask any questions or just chill in the chat if you guys want. So what's up, guys? I see a lot of poggers and emotes in the chat. Poggers is not the thing anymore, though, man. I heard it's just Pog now, or it's like Cap or something like that. I don't know, man. I did hear about the Diablo news. To be as expected, it is. The big yearly update with Diablo is, they're porting it to the Switch, guys. I mean, that's pretty cool and all, but when it comes to the actual game, where's the content? Where's the the updates and stuff like that? Am I still doing good on my diet? Yeah, I am still like the same weight. I've been the same weight for the last year. I've been like pretty much staying at around like 100, and it's actually I don't know if skinny is the right word, but I'm definitely light because skinny is not really the right word because of like the crappy foods that I eat and shit like that. But I'm like around 160 to 170 pounds, have been for like the last year. So health-wise, like physical health-wise, diet, that kind of stuff, still about the same as it has been. Nothing really new. Mentally too, I definitely feel better. I got some, I don't want to go too into detail, but I got some, mental health stuff sorted out a little bit better now that I haven't been streaming pretty much full time, which I was before. So mentally, I'm definitely feeling a lot better, which is good because that was kind of a big problem back when I was streaming before, is mental health issues. And I honestly just feel like, so the way that I was raised, like, I don't want to say that I had Asian parents because I don't have Asian parents, but my parents were very Asian-like, where they always taught me that this was like this mentality ever since I was like a kid. They always taught me like whatever you have and wherever you're at in life, it's not good enough. Like you can do better. You can achieve more. Like it's not good enough. And pretty much like this, well, you're a failure mentality, right? Like even if it doesn't matter where you're at, you can always do better. And that kind of stuff like gets to me when I stream too. And it kind of turned my like 300 to 500 viewer PoE stream that I did into this like massive, I just felt like I had to always be pushing for more and more and more. And I went from streaming like 4 to 6 hours a day to like 6 to 8 hours a day to all of a sudden I was streaming like 12 to 14 hours a day. And like, I always felt like it wasn't enough. I lost track of having fun streaming, and it just became like this eternal struggle to always try to get more. So it drove me crazy. It literally drove me to like the brink of insanity. And, I kind of just lost it and had to stop, when you push yourself too hard, you can't just like slow down sometimes, it's just like an explosion. You go from like pushing yourself really hard to you stop. So that's kind of what happens. And, this really long break has really helped out like a lot. I feel way better. I I haven't been streaming at all, really. In fact, I haven't been streaming at all. But I have been doing some other stuff just for fun, guys. Everything that I do now in terms of like the entertainment world, gaming, like videos, content, streaming, all that stuff, everything that I do now is strictly 100% for fun. I told myself, and also, like, I don't know how far into detail I want to get, but I told myself, we'll just go with that. I told myself that everything that I do now, I'm never going to try to like make anything out of it except doing it for fun. And I know that that might seem like a waste, right? Especially with like the channel that I have and everything that's happened in the last many years. But I told myself that that's really the only way that I can ever handle doing this without actually like having constant mental breakdowns and losing it, is to just only ever see it as something for fun. And it doesn't matter, you know, if for some reason I ever came back to streaming and if I still somehow got like, you know, a lot of success again, it doesn't matter. I would still have to always look at it as something that I just did for fun. It could never be like a daily grind. It could never be like a job or anything like that, because for some reason I just mentally can't handle it. And I don't know what it is. A lot of people will go and tell you things like streaming is the dream job. You know, how could you ever like do that? You know, how would you ever pass up an opportunity like that? But it really is a mental thing. Like when you're in charge of like everything that you do on Twitch, and you're in charge of your hours and you're in charge of like what you make out of it, if you don't have good self-control when it comes to that sense, you can really just go crazy and just absolutely drive yourself to insanity, which is kind of just what I did. So sorry, I wasn't looking at chat for a few seconds. Anyway, that's the whole deal with what happened on Twitch. Streaming addiction. Yeah, I have an extremely addictive personality to everything. I get addicted to everything. I literally just get addicted to everything. It's really bad. Gambling, streaming, video games, food, soda, to everything, dude. Like, weirdly enough, not just like food, but dieting. I just get addicted to everything. You know, it'll go from one extreme to the other. You know, I'll go from like eating super terrible foods, like just stuffing my face and just completely like losing track of what I eat, and then it'll be the exact opposite, and then I'll get addicted to like just being on a super strict diet and like not eating anything and like starving myself to death, like actually not eating for like weeks at a time. I've done it before. I just get addicted to just everything. It's so bad. I don't know what it is. So no hard drugs for me, man. It would probably just be the end of my life if I ever got into any of that really bad stuff. So let me look at chat again and see what's going on. No, I have not been playing any games, like anything that I used to play. No Diablo, no Path of Exile. Haven't been playing any of that. The last like PC MMO that I played was Bless Online, which was absolute dog shit. It was so bad, dude. Oh my god, it was so bad. Just terrible. It was just the worst game ever. So I haven't really played anything PC, and it goes back to that like addiction sense. Same thing with like World of Warcraft. Like the new World of Warcraft expansion came out, and a couple of people were like, bro, you need to fucking get back into that WoW grind, dude. Get back on that streaming WoW grind, man. Go back to those gold farming guides, bro. But you guys know what happened? I'd turn into a WoW crack addict just like I did last time. I'd sit and I'd play WoW for like 17 hours a day. Can't get off the computer. My life would fall apart. I'd just not I'd turn it, not even a Spurg. I wouldn't even turn into a Spurg. I would turn into like just the most pathetic sack of existence ever. It's just, I can't control myself with like anything really serious. So I didn't get into WoW just because I told myself, I don't think I can handle it. I really don't. I don't think I could actually handle it. I don't think I could resub and play the new WoW expansion and actually only play like 2 to 6 hours a day. I don't think I could do it. I think I would actually go crazy and like get absolutely addicted. So that's why I'm not playing WoW, because I don't think I can handle it, man. I really don't. What else? What else is going on in the chat, boys? Nice to see you. You've been all right. Wondering where you've been. Yeah, and the same thing with streaming, right? Like, I need to be careful, because if I get into like the habit of streaming again, I'm just gonna like, my whole life is gonna fall apart. It's so hard. I have this constant struggle of like just trying to keep my life together. I don't know if can anybody relate to me? Just like this eternal struggle of day to day where you just try to keep your life together, you know, just try to stick to a daily routine and do your stuff. Like, that's the struggle that I deal with because of all my, I guess the best word is issues. Because of all my issues, I I just struggle to just like keep my life together. So doing anything too crazy, like streaming 8 to 12 hours a day, or getting addicted to a game again, or going crazy doing something, it's just gonna like completely unravel everything that I've worked so hard to build, which is just my day-to-day life. So what made me want to stream today? I wanted to just like, it's been a while, and I really feel like I owe it to you guys to just give you guys an update and talk for a few minutes. I feel like it just kind of, I guess it's selfish, but it'll make me feel a little bit better, especially considering there are still people who are subscribed to my channel. And I don't know if it's people who forgot, or if it's people who actually legitimately want to support me, even though I haven't been streaming. But I feel like at the very least, I owe it to the community to just tell you guys that I'm doing better than I was before, like a lot better. When you compare my mental state to the last time that I streamed, and like how I was dealing with everything, to my mental state right now, I am a lot better, even though I have not been streaming, and you guys haven't really seen it. So yeah, that's that. I have been making videos and doing other little stuff, but again, everything that I've been doing has been strictly for fun. So I'm not out there like, you know, streaming on another channel with like 10,000 viewers, or I don't have like 1 million subs on YouTube or anything like that. Like, I do things now strictly for fun. And if I don't enjoy doing something, then I stop doing it, because I gave myself that chance to just like look at things only for fun. Like, it's not like I'm trying to make a job out of anything. It's not like I'm trying to make money doing anything anymore when it comes to streaming or YouTube or anything like that. So I do things for fun now only. And if I don't have fun doing it, then I usually just stop doing it. So that's the only way I can really handle it. I've been playing a little bit of poker, live poker, not a lot though. The World Series of Poker was it ended a couple months ago. Actually, what was it? It ended about a month ago. I played some of that, but not a ton. You know, I'm not that rich, so I can't really play like the really expensive stuff. But I played a little bit. It was fun. Didn't make any like insane money, but you know, I didn't like go broke or anything, which is good. So, am I staying off the internet totally? No, I'm not off the internet totally, but I'm very on the down low right now. I don't really like that many eyes on me. I know that sounds like it's not, I don't know, you could interpret that however you want, but I don't really want like a big spotlight on what I'm doing. And I'll even say this, like, I have a YouTube channel that I'm working on right now very, very casually. Like, I'll put out like a couple minute video like every day, just playing mobile games, and it's just something that I'm doing for fun. It's not anything really serious, because like I said, if I try to do anything too seriously, it's going to unravel like everything else in my life. And unfortunately, that's just part of my personality and part of who I am. So that's it. That's all I'm really doing. It's anything too insane. Like, I'm not out there like living another life or anything like that. I've been I worked for a little bit. I played poker for a little bit. I'm working on going back to school. You know, I'm essentially just trying to like keep my life together. You know, that's it. That's all I'm really doing lately. Nothing insane. So, I really do like the games that I play though. Like, I know a lot of people here, but like mobile games, right? Let's just talk about mobile games for a second, because mobile games are like absolutely hated by real gamers, right? I don't know if there's any real gamers here, but mobile games are absolutely hated, because the kind of people who play mobile games are people like me, right? People who can't really like sit and dedicate 12 to 16 hours a day playing a game like World of Warcraft, or like getting really good at Fortnite. So it's like a bunch of really casual people playing these games, and it's people who like are living life, and just like, it's normies. How else do I say it? It's normies, right? So it's a bunch of like normies playing normal mobile games, and it's all I can really do lately. And I still like making content and videos and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll put out some videos and do some stuff for the games that I play, but nothing crazy. Like, you know, the videos that I put out get like a couple thousand views at the most. And I don't even have monetization on any of my channels right now, so I'm not making any money. It's all strictly just stuff that I'm doing for fun. So a couple people have asked me, they're like, why don't you stream? Why don't you like stream this stuff? And dude, Twitch just hates mobile games. Like, they really like mobile. It's like, how do I say this, man? It's like going to a birthday party if you're not invited. You know, it's like going to a birthday party where you're not invited, but it's even worse than that because it's like, it's just not good. Like, mobile games do not have like a space here to really, like, Twitch is not the right place for it because most people who watch Twitch are not casual gamers, right? I guess Fortnite is the only exception because of Ninja and like all the really big Fortnite YouTubers who they they brought over a bunch of normies. But mobile games haven't really done that because they're just too small, and it's not really like, Twitch is not really the place for them. YouTube is the place for them, right? Normies love YouTube because like if you work a job or you're busy all day, you don't have time to like sit and watch a Twitch channel all day long. You're like busy at work or you're doing stuff. So people watch videos when they have like 10 to 15 minutes of free time. So that's why a lot of this mobile gaming stuff grows really, really well on YouTube, but it doesn't do very well on Twitch. That's like a little bit of a secret too. Don't like go and tell that to people because a lot of people think that like their mobile gaming stream is going to really explode on Twitch. But I got a little secret. It ain't going to happen because this is just not the right place to go for mobile gaming. It's just, there's not enough normies here. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I mean, there's a possibility that I might like stream a little bit here and there, but also this is the thing too. This is a dead channel at this point, guys. Good Idea Gaming is a dead channel. I have done everything I can to pretty much like destroy this channel. I mean, being inconsistent, first of all, being banned off of Twitch for a very, very, very long time, being inconsistent, like constantly starting and then quitting, starting, quitting, all this drama. Like it's actually a cycle. They even in like Discord servers, they even call it the cycle. There's a cycle named after me, and it's like a great way to just kill your channel. So the problem is, like the few people who even know who I am anymore, they all only know me from Diablo. Like, what does this channel have? It has 156,000 followers. 150,000 of those followers are from Diablo 3, right? So, I mean, unless I actually like go back to doing something very, very similar to Diablo 3, this channel is just going to be slowly dying forever. There's no way. It's already like buried into the ground as much as it can really be. So, I mean, probably even now, like while I'm streaming, there's probably like an unbelievable amount of people who are unfollowing this channel just because everybody, like my prime in Twitch was in a whole different age. Like me, Dat Mods, there's a couple other people. Like we were big on Twitch in a whole different age. Things were so different back then, right? Like there was no Twitch Prime. There was nobody who had there was no streamer, like constant flow of streamers with 10 to 15,000 subscribers. Like the top streamers had a couple thousand subscribers, and that was insane to even think about, right? So we come from like a completely different age on Twitch, and nobody really remembers us or knows who we are, except for the people who used to watch the games that we played years and years ago. So pretty much everybody here is like just knows me from Diablo. Like except for my like short period of fame playing Diablo 3, I am nobody. I am absolutely nobody, and this channel's pretty much dead because of it. So I don't really feel any attachment to like this channel, really, honestly. But I also don't feel like I don't feel like it's really like an opportunity that I'm missing out on either, if that makes sense. Like if I wanted to stream again, I could stream, but I don't like, it doesn't have to be because I used to stream Diablo 3, if that makes sense. So Moldrin, dude. Yeah, like Moldrin doesn't even stream anymore, man. And when he does stream, he'll like start up his stream and he'll play like random stuff, and then all of a sudden he'll play like something close or related to Diablo 3, and then all of a sudden just this like constant flow of people who just like remember him from Diablo will just go, and everybody will start memeing about Diablo stuff. It's like a completely different, it was different back then, man. It was so different. So Twitch is a different place now. You have a very unique way of commenting. Yeah, but okay, I've never been like famous, right? I had my 15 minutes of fame on Twitch, and I had my 15 minutes of fame on YouTube, and I've learned a lot from like Twitch and from YouTube. And the things that I've learned is much more valuable than the result of everything that it's achieved. And one of the things that I learned is it doesn't matter how good you are, how entertaining you are, or anything like that. A lot of what makes you successful on Twitch or on YouTube or anything has to do with a combination of other things that include luck. It includes timing. It includes competition. It's just there's so many other things involved. So it doesn't matter if you're good or if you're bad. Like anybody can honestly make it or anybody can fail, no matter how good or how bad you are. So I mean, it's like important to know that with no, if you ever like try to do this, if anybody ever tries to like do streaming or YouTube or anything like that, it's really important to kind of know what it takes and that you're not entitled to anything. Like nobody is entitled to anything when it comes to the YouTube, Twitch, entertainment, content creation world. Like everything happens because there's a lot of things that add up to the result. So let me look at chat again. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me know. Just like say something. I know I get a little distracted sometimes. This is why I also like really bad at games, is because I get so distracted and so off topic when it comes to stuff. So I'm like, I can't, everything that when it comes to gaming and streaming, I can only ever like do well if I can do well being bad at a game, if that makes sense. Like I'm never going to be good at Fortnite. I'm never going to be good at any game because the way that I stream, I can't be good at a game. Like I put too much of my mental capacity into streaming and not actually getting good at the games that I play. So I have to become like somebody who's people watch because they're entertained and not because I'm good. And I feel like I feel like there's very few people who are like that on Twitch anymore. I feel like most of the people who are really big on Twitch are big because of their skill at the game, and they're also their ability to entertain, but mostly because of their skill at the game, which is why like there's like some precious channels on Twitch that are just like, it's so unbelievable how successful they are because they're just entertaining. And these are people like Asmongold, right? Like he's just an entertaining streamer. He's just an entertaining person. Like he's just really good at being entertaining. But then there's just so many other people who get so many viewers, not because they're super entertaining, but because they're really good at the games that they play. And I was never like that on Twitch. I was never good at anything that I did. I was absolute dog shit at every single game that I played. I'll never brag about how good I was at any game. I'll be the first one to tell you I was absolute shit at every game that I played. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a secret for you guys. I was dog shit at every game. Everything, dude. I was mediocre at Path of Exile too. Very mediocre. Like, I didn't put in the time to be good at that game because there's some games where it's skill-based and time-based, but then there's other games where it's less skill-based and it's more just about how many hours to stream and less effort into actually being good at the game. So, am I sober? Yeah, I don't drink anymore. I never drink anymore. Drinking was something that I pretty much only did when I was streaming. I don't go out though. That's the other thing too, is I don't like social. I have so bad social anxiety. I have crippling social anxiety. Crippling. What is a word worse than crippling? I don't know if there is one. It's worse than crippling, like super crippling social anxiety. I get mortified of thinking of talking to people. So I tend to like be alone in most situations. Okay, let me read a couple other things. I see like there's not that many people who like stream who used to stream back when I did. You know, Twitch really does have these phases, right? Like in 3 years, like Ninja is not going to be #1 anymore, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, you know, everything on Twitch runs its course, and like there's very few streamers who have withstood the test of time, and that's why like certain streamers like Soda Poppin are just so unbelievably like, it's so crazy that he's managed to stay like pretty close to the top of Twitch pretty much the entire time Twitch has been around. Not the entire time, but you know, most of it. Very few people can do that. Very, very few people can do that. Most people just, most things just kind of run their course, and it's just the way it is. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, you can only really expect to be relevant for so long before people kind of just like move on. Talks to thousands of people, has social anxiety. There's a really big difference between talking to your screen, though, even though you know people are listening, than actually physically interacting with people socially. I know that technically speaking, yes, I'm talking to way more people right now than I would be if I was just like talking to people in real life. But it doesn't matter. It's just kind of like a mental thing, right? When you actually like physically have to see people and like you physically see their reactions, you know, it's a completely different thing. You can't really compare in real life social interactions to the ones that happen online. It doesn't, it's a completely different game. So, but yeah, I mean, I am still around, guys. Like I am, it's just, I'm not, there's no way that I'm going to be streaming again 8 hours a day ever. Like that's never going to happen. It doesn't matter if I had 1 million viewers. Okay, maybe not 1 million, but it doesn't matter if I had like 10,000 viewers and a bunch of subscribers. I cannot mentally handle it. It's just, I don't know what it is. Maybe I will in the future, but I definitely know for now I can't handle it. It's just, I'm going to lose it again. I'm going to have a mental breakdown. And I think that there's, honestly, like, I'll keep my mouth shut when it comes to this, but I'll say that there are probably some other streamers on Twitch who also are the same way. They just can't handle it. But the difference is I'm like 100% willing to admit it and like be honest and tell people and be like, yes, I will be honest and say that I can't handle it. And I need to do things differently. Whereas other people, it's just like, it becomes a big giant, you know, cycle where I don't like having mental breakdowns on stream. I don't like it. I don't like the world having to see that part of me. It's just not something that the world should have to see. And it's not only embarrassing, it's not good for anybody, including my own mental health. So, thank you guys for showing up, everyone. I mean, I do appreciate it. I know that there are some people who still remember me. So thank you guys. I do appreciate it, everyone. I've been on every antidepressant like that you can think of, man. I've been on antidepressants, antipsychotics, bipolar meds, schizophrenia meds. I've been on anxiety meds. I've been on everything, dude. My whole mental health history is very very detailed. So don't worry, guys. I've been down that road before and I'm still like kind of going down it, but it's not easy, man. It's not easy. Oh man. I can't actually smoke weed either because of the meds that I'm on right now. So it's complicated. Obviously, this is not stuff that I can really go into detail, but I can't have weed in my system or I lose lose the prescriptions for the kind of stuff that I take now because it's controlled. And you're not allowed to have weed in your system when you're on most controlled medications. I don't know about all of them, but I know most of them. So it's just the way it is. It doesn't matter if it's legal or not. I can't. So. And yes, I do have to take drug tests like occasionally too. So not anything I can really do about it. Oh boy. Alrighty, guys. What has it been? Almost half an hour? Alright, we'll give it a couple more minutes here, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Because I don't want this to turn into like a giant rambling stream. Even though that's kind of what always happens. I don't think there's anything that I really left out. Like, I didn't come here to like reveal anything big to you guys. I know some people are expecting that, but there really is no big reveal. I'm doing better than before. You might hear me or see me around, like, you know, probably not on Twitch. It's possible. But, you know, you might end up stumbling upon, like, some YouTube vids or you hear a voice similar to mine, and you might be like, what, is that gig? Like, is it? I don't know, man. And it might be. It probably is. But everything that I do these days is for fun. And it's not like this is something else. It's not like I'm running away from anything, too. It's just that I do things now for fun, and I don't feel like I need to be committed to, like, one thing or one, you know, game or anything like that. So everything that I've been doing lately has it's not been like to avoid my past or anything like that. Like I'm completely okay with people knowing. But I've been just trying to do whatever it takes to like have fun playing games again. You know, that really sucks if one of the things that you enjoy doing in life is playing games, and then you do things to kind of like take that away. So that's kind of what happens for a while with me is I lost my passion for gaming, and I'm just doing whatever it takes to kind of bring it back. So, but I mean, like if you guys do want to catch up, or you guys want to just talk personally or anything like that, I'll put this at the end of the VOD, I guess. You guys just send me a message on Twitter or an email. Probably Twitter is better because I don't sign into my Good Idea Gaming email that much anymore. Just if you guys want to talk, like I have the time now, so I'll definitely like respond to your messages and like get around to having a chat if you guys want to, because I'm not really dedicated to like feeling like I have to do anything related to streaming or anything. So I definitely have the time now. Whereas before, when I got a bunch of messages, I would just get overwhelmed because I had too many other things going on. So send me a message on Twitter, which is Good Idea Gaming. You can email me too. It's probably going to be blank. There's probably not going to be anything going on the Twitter or anything like that, or probably on the Twitch page. But I mean, I'm still around, guys. I'm not banned or anything like that. I'm just not really going for the grind these days, I guess. I'm not living the Twitch grind life like I was back when I did Diablo or back when I did Path of Exile. I am still around though. So, and there is a possibility that will change in the future too. So with that being said, guys, I want to say thank you everybody for showing up to this little update. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for taking the time to listen to however much of this that you did. Feel free to reach out to me once again, everyone. And thank you again, everybody, for all the kind words, the good wishes, and just everything in the chat. You guys, it's been very positive, and I thank you. So have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. This will not be the last time that you hear from me. Just don't expect anything too crazy or my insane Twitch schedule to come back, because I definitely can't promise that. But I will still be around, so you guys can keep in touch if you want. So have a fantastic day. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you all eventually.